Okay, I think we're live. Still figuring this out, but a little bit better today. Good morning, it's October the 17th, 2019. And let me get my video camera going here. There we go. So I've got a couple of guests with me today. Don't be shy. This is Nano, and he's a good boy. He gets a little nervous. We got a bunch of doggy rescue doggies here at the property. So that's Nano, and then this right here is Rocky. Hey Rocky. Both of these boys are real sweet. They're brothers, and we rescued them, plus their brothers and sisters. It's quite an experience, but they're good dogs. But they're a little bit more vocal than the rest of the dogs, and since we're recording, they're going to be assisting me here in my studio, which I think if you become a subscriber, which, let's see, I still haven't figured out, I think that's under the right hand. I'm going to try to get it perfect where click that button right there, and eventually I'll do an overlay. If you subscribe, I'll be forever indebted. I don't know. I will save another dog. No, at our one of the side adventures we have is that when we found some dogs that really needed some help, we rescued them to our property. We've helped over 40 different, I think 42 dogs with corrective surgeries in Baja, Mexico, and services here are very affordable with the vets, and we know quite a few vets and veterinarians, veterinarios. And what am I even saying? I'm just saying we got 24 here on the property. We love every single one of them. It's certainly an adventure to keep them all coordinated. Most of them are brothers and sisters from packs. Kind of our thing is we rescue entire packs of puppies usually, and then we raise them. And then at some point when I meet the right folks, and I can really part with a few of them, I wouldn't know which ones to give up. But anyways, just wanted to share a little bit with you is that not only do I run an online marketing company called Kimbodo, where we build online marketing platforms, including our own, and we build programs specifically for certain verticals like real estate or lending and consolidation, even banking systems. They need to acquire new customers, you name it, online education, insurance. So a lot of the stuff that we all sort of need. And a lot of times that sphere of influence and the folks that come into our systems, they need cross services. So this quarter, we're really focused on the real estate marketing setup. And the point of this is that I'm still waking up and I'm going live, and I'm using this OBS software, which I think you can see right here. And yep, it looks good. And today I realized I went on YouTube and I'm already live and I haven't really shared this with anyone. So I'm gonna try to figure out how to get the share. So I think there's a share button right there, and then there's that. So then I'm gonna say, so today the goal is to find alternatives to Adobe software. I've been 25 years of being on the web, and I used to have a full head of hair. So that's my big YouTube joke. I hope that it shatters the internet. But after all those stresses and triumphs and exciting times, I've always been a long-term Adobe media specialist, right? Photoshop, Illustrator, back in the days, Dreamweaver, I still love it, some don't love it. After Effects, Premiere, Flash, which is now called Animator, and it's still got all the cool timeline edits. So as you become a multimedia professional, don't be intimidated. Some of you already have these skill sets, some don't, but you gotta get it. How to be able to crop graphics, get them to the right pixel size, the right canvas size. And specifically today, we're gonna be looking at After Effects Alternatives, which is a video editing software from Adobe. And I'll also mention some of the other tools I've been using that maybe aren't exactly as powerful, and I don't know all the shortcuts the same way I know the Adobe stuff, but they've definitely helped me. They're free. And I've got them on my, let me just show you guys some screens rather than me just talking. I'm gonna share this stuff around too, so let me just kind of multitask. And what did I say? I went over on my feed and says, okay, hey guys, I'm live now on YouTube today. I'm going to create a video ad for the cover photo in one of our large groups. I know my typing sounds annoying. I'll try to type cooler, but sometimes it gets right on the mic. And so, yeah, just so you know, I'm just using a Spectre laptop. It's kind of the higher end one for 1400. It's probably cheaper now. It's got a GeForce NVIDIA video card. I'm not even using that with OBS. With Windows 10, it had an issue. Now I'm sounding real technical, so I hope I haven't lost you. But the point is like when you get stuck on something technical, what do? You Google it, and then you Google it, and then you take a break, and then come back and try again the next day. Next thing you know, you found that video that's going to show you how to fix it. So I've been using OBS software more now. The next steps I'm going to do is figure out how to go live with my stream from OBS to YouTube and to Facebook simultaneously. And then the coup de grace, if that's the right thing to say, the final stake in the ground, the spike it in the end zone, I don't know what it is. It's going to be figuring out how to share to the groups that I care about sort of all at once. Like, hey, I'm live here, and not have to go do what I'm going to do manually. So let's take a look at, I got some stuff going on. Looks like Noe is checking out some of what's going on. So over here in real estate marketing, thanks Noe. I kind of said, hey guys, I'm going to be going live today. Nobody who goes live really has this all that figured out. Let me get my coffee. Has this all that figured out where they've synchronized letting people know, because like, you know, are people really going to just set up a schedule and then really subscribe to it? I mean, there's so many flakes on Facebook, including me, because there's notifications everywhere, right? So a little bit of a warning over on your group walls is probably a good practice. And so let's just kind of continue. Hey guys, I'm live now on YouTube and Facebook, I guess. No, not really, but I'm going to be sharing it on Facebook. Today I'm going to create a video ad for the cover photo in one of our large groups. Well, just to kind of, I'll repeat that a few times because I may pretend to be a Go Live pro, but really I'm still learning sort of the cadence and the pitch. So let's go to homes and lands for sale. You okay, boy? And let's check out the group. So 27,789 members. Sometimes that number fluctuates. I do clear out a lot of members who are legacy, who sometimes seem to be sitting in there for 6 months and then want to post a photo of sneakers. And there's thousands of things going on inside with this group that I'm getting a little bit out of time in like sending someone a message saying, hey, you violated the rules, can you stop? So a lot of times I just have to like let them go. And so anyways, I hate to do that. Every member counts, it's the more the group, the more brain power, the more sharing power, the more numbers. It's positive, but what would you rather have? A group with 100,000 folks and 80,000 of them don't follow the rules, or 50,000 of them? No, I still feel like the right number for a group size of amazing members who really care is probably close to 5,000. So our 27,000 group, it's kind of a national homes and land for sale. I would love to see it be a 25,000 person group where everybody's actively engaged and supportive. No snarky comments about a property and I see that from time to time, and rather than scolding people, I just remove them. But I also build people up. So that's the point of what I was looking to do today is you can see that we've had some changes in our group where we've started the preferred member program, and I've done some commercials and I've desperately started to say, hey guys, come on, sign up. But I'm now kind of to the point where we're getting some preferred members signing up, and I feel comfortable now. I don't have to be so like, hey, is this a real thing? Come and do it. Instead, we've got some folks who signed up, and now they're taking over the real estate, if you will, on the page, and that was what was planned. So I'm calming down, and now we're going to be able to focus on quality content, like maybe showing you how to make a video ad or talking about, because like no matter who you are, if you just have one property and you're for sale by owner, or you're a real estate agent, and you've got a brokerage, or you're just an agent doing your hustling, and God bless you, it can be a challenging hustle at times, but also really rewarding. Or even a property manager, or I like to call them reps, especially out there in the Midwest, like where I've got family. A lot of times you'll take on a bunch of properties where there's folks who just don't know how to even market it all online. So you say, I'll put it online for you and I'll put this online for you. Before you know it, you got 10, 15, 20 properties and you're helping promote folks, and good for you. So what do you need to do? You need to be able to cut graphics, right? We need to be able to put up cover pages. We need to be able to do a little advertisement piece. You need to be able to make a post. Make sure your photos look good. Sometimes adjust the brightness, contrast. These little media things can be challenging. So I've been keeping track over, and let me show you another group here. In fact, I forgot to kind of like give everybody my share link. So this is sort of a warm up. I don't think I have anyone live. I do see that I've got, I say, hey guys, anyone there? So I'll probably be the only one commenting. I've got very limited YouTube subscribers. I'm 10 minutes in. It may be months and even years before I have like a successful following, but I am building it off the back of our groups and off of family, and I got dogs that are tuning in. Hey buddy. So let me, come here. Let me get this going. So you're a good boy. So there's a share link here. So I'll copy that URL, which is also known as a link. And I'm always kind of saying the same tips. When you're dealing with these links, sometimes they're hard to recognize, and you can use link shorteners like tinyurl.com. It's one of my favorites. And you can put a vanity name at the end of it like /Chad. So tinyurl.com /Chad. Don't go there because I don't have it. Stop it, boy. And maybe I'll go get it. But it kind of takes you out of this, like, look at this link. It's kind of hard to, like, what are you gonna do? Read that over the phone? Hey, someone such and such is going live. Go to youtube.be/VYG. You're not gonna do it. So here, I'm gonna go ahead and put this here, and I'm gonna go over to my groups, Homes and Land, and I'm gonna say, start a discussion, and I'm gonna make it like that. It's hopefully gonna fetch a good preview of me. Okay, there we go. And there it is. So making a cover video ad for our 27K real estate group, Homes and Land for Sale. You saw it here, maybe live or after the fact. But just remember that when you join the preferred member program, that we're an online marketing company, the company that I started. We work with real estate agents and other folks who are involved in real estate. Plus I got 25 years building the web. And every company needs to market themselves on the web. That's the point of the web, is to put up a website, to do electronic commerce of some sort. So when you're talking to me, you're talking to someone with experience, not just a salesperson, but I've learned to sell from some really smart sales folks. So I'm very glad to share that with you today, to say the preferred member program is not just, hey, I can post on Chad's group or the team's group over there, and I can get that free from over here, over there. I've said it many times. If you think that going and joining a 5,000 or up version property group is somehow marketing, then when you go to post your new property in the marketplace on Facebook and you choose group, and you can do up to 10, go visit those groups and make sure that they're moderated. Make sure that the admins aren't asleep at the wheel or posting crazy stuff at the top like, stop with all the spam, you know, like it's silly. It's just really silly to see that people think that that's actually marketing. You're not marketing. You're not gonna get really any leads on any of those sites. And if you do get a few, they're gonna be low quality. And I know that for a fact. I've joined a bunch of them. And those admins, hey, if any of the admins are listening, talk to me. We'll consider like taking over your group, monetizing it a little bit so it has some quality. But understand this, we've got 300 other real estate groups that we're building. And when you become a preferred member, you get to put like up to 5 additional, you won't probably have more than locations than that, but in your state, some local cities, we have a group for each one, put your properties there too, and we'll care for it. So for the same fee, you're gonna be on groups that don't have spam. And when I say spam, I mean other folks with properties that think, and real estate agents who, or promoters who think that getting up every morning and spamming to 30 different groups, 10, your 10 properties is somehow free advertising. I mean, you might as well be making flyers and putting them on people's windshields like the old days where they get mad and throw them away or they don't even look at them. You know, and no offense, I mean, I don't want to get off on this bandwagon here, but we monetize and we do that for such a low fee at $5 or $50 a year. You save 2 months, and then we put you in the Kimbodo directory. which I'll show you a demo now since I'm on the point and I haven't yet shared it around. If you go to, and this is early stage because we're just setting it up for some of our new preferred members, but we're going to put your properties up here. And so like there's going to be a little share icon. It'll be on our directory. And when you go to share it on Facebook, it's going to go ahead and create the icon, the link back to the system with the full directory, the full search, and you can share it to YouTube, Pinterest, and via email. So now you can get your property groups that go out on Marketplace, but you can also send them through other mediums real easy. So that's what's coming, and that's what's included when you join the Preferred Member Program. You'll make it to some part of our directory, and you'll have a certain amount of properties you can manage. Now, if you're a power poster, we'll have a little bit larger products, but I don't want to get off on that tangent. Today's video is about After Effects alternatives, and that's the video editing tool that I like to use. Hey, boy, can you get out of there, please? Hey, thank you, my puppy. So let's get this shared out, and I'll try to stay on topic. There's so much to talk about. So I'm live now, and we're waiting for it to share. Okay, there it is. Now I'm going to take that same thing, and I'm going to go over to my, hey guys, don't eat the dirt, okay? Yeah, they're pulling dirt out of the, a piece of dirt out of my plant. Don't be bad boys, okay? So yeah, I got my two rescues here, Rocky and Nano. The other 22 are out in the yards getting taken care of by the folks who help us here. So let me get this over here to the real estate marketing group. And I may have to close my front door, it's creaking. Nothing like realism, right? Like we're just waiting for I don't know, some sort of act of God to happen, maybe some thunders and storm. I don't know. Whatever's going to happen in our day, neighbors come by, friend comes by, we're not going to stop the video. We're just going to take care of it. So let's go over here to my real estate and marketing by Kimbodo site group. Now, I've only got 13 folks in here, and I appreciate that because when you make groups, even though this is now a public one, it's mostly because I want to share the media. I feel like when I talk about marketing here, I'm doing it for them. I have them in mind. So there'll be nothing more realistic than me talking about some of the free software that I'm using now. Sure, I have an Adobe subscription and I like to use it, but I wanted to start to make it so that folks who are on a budget or who just don't have the interest or the skill level to want to use that really extreme professional software, they can use open source software, which they can create some very intermediate stuff. Nano, stay out of the plant. Come here, Nano. Stay out of my plant, please. I don't know why he wants to eat dirt. He's probably getting hungry. I think we fed him already, but he's a hungry little boy. Okay, Nano, let me do this. For those of you that just tuned in, Nano is a rescue. We got 24 of them. If you got a nice property and you can care for one of my dogs, I'd like to give them away in pairs because they've been so packed together that they have brothers and sisters and they really grew up with. I'd hate to see one of my dogs go to someone's home and sit in the home for 8 hours a day until the person gets off work. I really would like to find them homes where there's a family and a nice yard, and it can be anywhere in the US. It would be amazing. So that's one of my side things. It's not just online marketing, but I have a dog rescue. I got my nearshore office in Baja, Mexico, which you can see it right now. This is where I'm doing the studio. We have folks who've worked with us in India. They come over here easy for immigration. They do work here. We're on the same time zone. It's lovely. My other office is in San Diego, over in Pacific Beach. It's beautiful. So somewhere between there and the United States, I'd like to get the dogs that we rescue here, that we raise, we get them disease-free, all their shots, get them just completely loved, and then at some point, I'd really like to make some friends and with the family and get my dogs in pairs, hopefully over to the U.S. So yeah, I'm not just here marketing for real estate marketing, but I'm also saying, hey, if you love dogs, I love dogs. If you rescue animals, horses, cats, dogs, lizards, I don't care. Tell me about it. I love to hear it. Okay, so now I'm going to share. Hey guys, I'm live on YouTube now. I'm going to create a video and add cover. I'm sending it over to my marketing group. You can join this group if you like, but I'm gonna make sure that you're a real person. If you try to join and you got no photo icon, and I can't tell who you are, I'm not looking to have people in this group who I don't know who you are. And some of the folks who join in, I've met in other groups, so I've never met them in person, but we talk, we chat, we talk marketing, they do marketing. And that's a great way to network. So when you see this, and you see Real Estate Marketing by Kimbodo, if you're a real person who's not just spamming, but you want to actually learn marketing tips, especially around real estate, then go ahead and join my group. I'm not going to be broadcasting to thousands of people like I'm some guru. Right now it's a small group, and it's people that I really feel like I'm talking to and maybe giving them some value, and now I'm just kind of carrying on. So let's keep going. All right, so I've shared over there, and then I'm gonna go over to, what else do I got? I think I said it also on USA and Canada. So let's go here. Let's go to my USA and Canada real estate. I think that's the name of it. I got so many of them. Nope. Let me go to my groups. I'll have to, you know what I called it? There it is. The URL is North America Real Estate. I think that probably affects some of the search engine inside of Facebook. I'll be learning more about that. But I've already let folks know that I'm going to be going live here. The 0 likes makes sense because it's a 13-person group. And, you know, yeah, give yourself some time and you'll have quite a following the more that people feel like. At first, when I was like, I've watched people on their feeds have past videos, they've gone live. I was not interested in what they were doing. But once I went live, and once they went live and I went and visited them, I was hooked. I said, okay, this is a real person putting themselves out there and they're sharing information. So the more I'm gonna learn how to do that, the better for everyone, because I'm gonna be inspired to give away ideas and tips and build things that help the community of marketers. If you're just one person wanting to sell your one property, you're marketing. If you have 10, 20, 50, you have a brokerage, you're a rep for properties, you're in marketing. So, you know, check me out. So just a little tip, to save on bandwidth, YouTube says that my stream is excelente. That's my español. Yo tengo mucho español. Yo tengo muchas palabras en español. How did I get Spanish? I started a nearshore office here in Mexico. I talked to a lot of people in Spanish. I could use a little more practice, but nothing like learning a new language, especially when you're marketing yourself, and especially when you start a nearshore office for your agency. So that's why I was just sort of saying I need to save bandwidth out here. We've got some good connections via AT&T here, but to really make sure that my bandwidth is good for my live stream, I've downloaded this using 4K downloader and downloaded this from YouTube. Hope I'm not violating any terms, but I downloaded it, and then it's a 1-hour video, and I run it in the background full screen to kind of, I don't know, take away from the fact that I still got patchwork over here on our studio that we're building up on my whiteboard that I haven't wiped off in 10 videos. So anyways, y'all make a bet on your end how long it's going to be till I wipe down my whiteboard. But going right back to what we're talking about here, guys, I shared that out. I think I shared that out. Let's double check. I love being all over the road here. I have 3 items for sale. This is USA and Canada. Okay, let me start a discussion. So that's the last screen cap that it got. It's interesting. I'd rather it be the home page of what we're doing, but it seems to be where my link share was at that time. I don't know. Hopefully, it does look like I'm still recording. Go over to my live stream. This is what should be in my live stream over here, and yet there's nobody saying hello to me. So the first person that comes into my group and says hi to me, may not happen today. I'm gonna give you the 1 month free, the preferred member package on my homes and land group. That means that I'll release your property out of our pending queue. I'll put it at the top of our page. It's moving very slow because preferred members are where we're keeping that real estate on the web page. And I'll feature your properties and put preferred member badge underneath it. So come and say hello to me under my live feed that I shared out at Homes and Land for Sale, and you'll get a free month. Now, this is all new, so I'm not gonna lose sleep if no one does it, but I'm just saying it's there. I'm offering it, come on through, chat with me, and I'll make you a preferred member today. So moving right along, I also shared this on Real Estate, Homes and Land for Sale, Real Estate Marketing by Kimbodo, USA and Canada group, which only has 30 members. I handpicked those folks to come into there. At a different time, I'll talk about the algorithms and the ways that you create engagement to make your groups automatically grow. But if you look at like how many folks we're getting at Homes and Land, I clear this queue out like almost every night. And here we are with 77 fresh folks. Now, I don't let everybody in. I go and make sure that they're gonna add value to the group, that they answered all the questions, find out what their goals are. Because if they're coming in to just think that they're gonna start spamming their posts to the wall, man, go to the other groups. Go to the spam groups where I always say sandals, where you'll see some sandals going down the feed. It ends up in your feed and you're like, why am I a member of these groups? If you're a member of a bunch of groups and you push and you post, and you go and unfollow those groups, but you're still pushing, you're spamming. And you don't even go look at the group. You're not even a member of the group. You're just a person pushing. So that's why I've created the Preferred Member Program. And I'm gonna be opening up some of the things that folks can do to help our group. I do want the $5 a month or $50 a year where you save 2 months, and you'll get directory access to Kimbodo.com. We'll help take care of your property across a few, maybe probably 5 other group directories, state and city specific to your property, and we'll cross market them. But if you want to just get your property onto our wall, I'm going to create small promotions at times where if you just do a couple things for us out doing social marketing yourself, then I'll give you 30 days for free, and you can get your property up on our wall, and I'll treat you real well like we've been treating. Let's take a look. Like here's a preferred member right here, Obi Junkel. Now I know Obi from way back. He's got a really successful real estate company over in Carlsbad, California. 500,000 plus homes, beautiful homes in the ocean area there, gorgeous. He's got 8 counties that he supports and sells into. And so he's put 3 of his properties as a preferred member. We've gone ahead and listed him up here. So the point of this video, and I hope that I have enough time to make this all work, I'm at least gonna get the software. I'm at least gonna select one of his videos. My goal is to take one of his videos that he's produced on YouTube and put it here under the cover photo. But I also want people to know that they're at Homes and Land for Sale, and I want them to know that this is a sponsored ad. So I'm probably gonna take this down, and I'll take this homes right here that had become our moniker, and I'll put it into a smaller strip, and it'll say our featured member sponsor, and then like a little arrow, and it'll maybe just be like right here, and then the live video will still be going. Now I could put his video up right now, but it's just gonna be a promo, and it might confuse some of our members. And also I wanna cross market the fact that preferred members, he paid a little bit extra for this. We charge $60 a month for this ad, but I'm doing a test here to turn it into his video ad. And so who knows what that'll cost in the future, but it's just $60 for a full 30 days. Now, again, if you go on Google AdWords and you want 52,000 impressions of a top category thing about real estate, you're gonna pay anywhere from $3,000 to $7,000 in a 30-day period, putting out campaigns and doing a lot of work to get that many impressions or eyeballs. Our group, we get, again, I gotta look at the analytics, 2,000 to 5,000 active engagements a day. So, you know, let's just average that at 3,000 times 30 days, that's about 60,000. So, I mean, $60 to be here at the top is a steal. And yes, I am the son of a successful used car salesman. My father, he sold a lot of cars in his days, so maybe I learned how to say, act now, it's a steal, but I'm telling you honestly, it's a good deal. So I'm real happy to have OB be a preferred member and join us. And just to kind of recap some of our preferred members, we've got Tony Cannon from invest10re.com right there. We've got OB. His announcement, he paid for an add-on to have one of his properties pinned to the top of our group. That means that people don't gotta go in there and be like, bump, and then the admin, being me or one of the guys from the Kimbodo team, say, no, don't do that, or flag you down, or even remove your property, or out bump you and remove that comment, and even mute you. Like, we don't want to treat anybody bad. We're not children here. If you're marketing and you think that you're really gonna go to sites that are taking care of their billboard, like this group, and then out cheat the system, you might get some eyeballs, but come on, if you really have that kind of free time, $5, you can, it's a monthly thing, you can quit anytime, or just pay 50 bucks. Now remember, I got a dog rescue, and a lot of the money that we make from these little side ventures goes to buying dog food, goes to getting folks who take care of the dogs, building cages. I'm not out here buying a Lamborghini with the $5 a month or the 50 bucks a year. So just know a little bit more about me and why I care. And also, I like doing networking. I meet someone new every day. And gosh, that's why I speak so highly of groups. I hope I shared everything out. I'm gonna go back to my personal wall. Maybe it's not the greatest idea to share my own personal wall, but like, what do I got to lose, right? So that's me. This is some past videos I did. Whoop-de-doo. There's some dogs that we rescued up there. And then let's go ahead and put this here. And I'm live. Now they got the notification, okay? So that's it. I went on 3 groups and my wall. And between them all, that's 27,000 potential plus 30 plus 13. But as our groups grow, I hope to someday be able to span across 100,000 member groups, you know, combined in numbers. And I'll set up some tools where we can post across. So going back over to Homes and Land, and I'm really, just the whole point of this is to look at software where we can build a video ad. And let me check my time on my stream. We've been going for 31 minutes. So usually I like to go about 50 minutes or so. It's when I start running out of energy and I realize that probably no one's gonna watch this whole thing. Maybe they'll play it in the background. Maybe when they watch some of my videos that are linked to some of my other videos, you know, they'll start to get to know me and they'll be like, you know what, I like Chad. Chad Collins has got some stuff to say. He likes to talk, but then I get a gem. Then I learn something. Like for instance, the 4kdownloader.net, or the 4K downloader, allows you to get videos and even audio, all the videos off YouTube you want, download them locally, play them, save your bandwidth for when you go live or just for when you go mobile and you don't want to be using all your bandwidth. Or you want to create presentations like this right here that are just running, you know, nothing better than like around our offices here, we got TVs running, put a fish tank up, at night we put the fireplace up, and it's a good ambiance, right? And then another thing I like to use, if you get a Facebook video that you like real much, a lot, and you want to put it on YouTube, you got to use like, I think it's fbdown.net, but just Google it and you'll find it. Facebook Downloader. There's a couple of them, but the one that I like, it's got kind of like a lime green logo or site scheme. You can download your stuff from Facebook down to your hard drive and then upload it to YouTube. And that's how you can get your videos in and out of the social systems. What's another tip? You get these long URLs. I always show you guys, and I'm just doing a tip here. Like if you wanted to see, if I go to US Homes in Canada, maybe not this, yeah, okay. It says I've got 3 items for sale, but even like someone like OB, if I mouse over him, who posted in this group too, because he's a preferred member, you can see right here. I'll go ahead and put preferred member on there, just because he deserves the accolades. He's a preferred member across groups. So once again, guys, go check out those groups that you think you joined that are actually being moderated. And you'll find out that the 5 posts above you and the 5 posts below you are junk, they're spam, or they're missing photos, or it's like, hey, I got a property in such and such place, it's amazing, PM me. Like, who's got the time for that? Like, oh, okay, Colorado, sounds like a good deal. This person, their icon's funny, let me direct message them. And next thing you know, they're selling you like, I don't know, some other package that isn't the real thing, or I don't know. It's a waste of time. So get with folks like us who are online marketers who are building communities in Facebook and out on our web directories at Kimbodo.com and other sites where we list groups, and we'll do advertising there too. And you're gonna get a lot less noise and a lot more focused buyers. So back to the point here, the tip I was gonna say is mouse over your own listing. It'll say you have 3 items in this group. You can right click and open a new tab, and then you get this long URL up there. And that long link, nobody's going to read that or like to see it in email. So use something like tinyurl.com. Go there, paste in your link, put in the vanity thing like my Chad properties, hit submit. Then you have a nice short URL that actually, when you give it out to people, you can even read it over the phone. It'll redirect to your properties in the group, wherever you're putting your properties. Marketplace works too. So all of these properties are listed in Marketplace because all of our groups are buy-sell groups. That's another tip. If you start a group of your own, then go ahead and make sure to set it as a buy and sell. Make sure to put your URL for keyword-rich SEO inside of Facebook. And let's move on. All right. So today, finally to today's point. We want an After Effects alternative. Now I've already written that at the top and I already pre-searched it, so that's, I guess I did prepare. So I copy that and I paste that and I go here. So you'll see that like there's a lot of stuff going on, but right around here, I found this link, 6 amazing free Adobe CC alternatives. So I liked what I saw there because, well, first they say, okay, creatives will love these wallet-friendly alternatives. So that's cool. Photoshop alternative, Pixlr. So it's web-based. I use Pixlr. I like it, but there's something a little stronger about desktop software. It's a little more performant. You don't have any latency from the web browser. So I'm gonna have to recommend Paint.net. Now don't go to Paint.net in your browser because it's like someone bought that and they're sitting on the domain name. Google it and you'll see Paint.net software. It's free and open source, and I'd say it's comparable enough to crop graphics, adjust images, put text, put drop shadows. It's not as advanced as Photoshop, or maybe I haven't gotten as far into, but it has plugins too. You can save it as JPEG or PNG. It has a master file called PDN for Paint.net, much like Photoshop has PSD. Maybe I'm losing some of you. I'll just wave my hands and hope that that's exciting. Let's get back to it. Lightroom alternative, raw therapy. So that's the genesis of this video that I want to put up, is like, we're really doing the research here. I didn't go do a pre-research. I'm going to download some of this software and I'm going to go look for the video for OB Jungle Real Estate, and I'm going to see about putting it in and then doing an overlay graphic on the timeline and then re-encoding it out to probably MPEG layer 4 or what's called an MP4 or maybe an MPV, MPEG video. And then once I have that, hopefully I've cropped it to the right size, I can put it in as a cover photo. So in the interest of time, let's scroll down and say, here, also another tip, I use Inkscape. So Inkscape is a Adobe Illustrator alternative where you can work with vector graphics. They use SVG, Scalable Vector Graphics, which is an open standard, which is really written code. And let's not get too far into it because you won't have to code, but Adobe Illustrator will open these files and vice versa. And I really like this tool because sometimes you just put a nice big photo on the canvas and you can work with lightweight editing, and sometimes you'll see me use this when I do like a print layout. Like if I was going to do something for Homes and Lands cover the way I did Tony Cannon's layout. Before I move along too much, I'm going to come back to this. I want to go back to the Homes and Land page, and I want to give a shout out to our other preferred members. So we talked about Tony Cannon. He's got properties up on here. We've got a preferred marketer now named Brandon Guthrie. He's in the real estate marketing group by Kimbodo, and he does Tuesday tips. So even if he gets them out late on a Tuesday night or he skips a Tuesday, I'm still gonna put them up. So you should just call him Brandon's Tips, you know, Brandon's Awesome Tips or whatever, but he likes to do it on Tuesdays because you can kind of expect to see him on a Tuesday. Some folks do things on a Thursday. Me, I just kind of at the moment do things when I feel good in the morning and I want to go live, and I got work to do around 10 or 11. The morning time's a good time to kind of do my thing, and I don't know what else. Now I'm babbling again. So Tony Cannon, preferred member, really like Tony a lot. We chat a bit. He's been super supportive about our initiatives and with our new ad strategies and, you know, being a part of the early days. And he's really good at what he's doing. He's finding properties that need fixing up. But he's actually got a 6-pack that he came up with here, where he gets investors and he buys all 6 at a time. and then they get their worker folks, I guess, I'm guessing on that part, and they go and fix all 6 of them all of them up, and then they flip them, they sell them, probably make a pretty profit for him and his investors. So he's a great salesperson in that respect, and he's really, I guess, again, is the right word hustling? I don't know, but that's a hustle, to be able to go out and find gems that are still in the rough and need a good polishing. It's something that my dad does out in Missouri. He's got properties and he's able to see something that's rough, but he knows that if you clear some trees, clear some ground, bring in the backhoe, get some paint up, put a new toilet, a new bathroom in, maybe fix the roof, next thing you know, you're gonna earn quite a bit off that home. There's a lot of hard work, but moving right down the line, there's another one of Obi's properties. I'm gonna give a shout out to Kelsey Miller, and they've got their URL here, usapropertiesonline.com/sellmyproperty. They're also in the investment business. Well, they'll buy your property quick. Sometimes you guys out there will have properties where you're like, look, I inherited this, or I have extra properties, I'm not really taking care of it. I just want to get rid of it quick. Go ahead and talk to them. They're great folks to talk to, real good energy, and again, they're a preferred member, and that's why they're up high on our wall here, where we get a lot of previews. Some of you other folks down here, oh, and here's my real estate marketing group, join that. Some of the other folks down here are starting to get some airplay and you're coming up to the top, but you're not gonna sit up there. We're gonna put the preferred members at the top of our page, and because you've been in legacy and it appears you have some folks talking to you about your property, we don't wanna take it down right away. So you'll still sit, way down in our feed. But how long is anybody gonna scroll for until they see your stuff? And how long is it gonna be until all the preferred members are eating up, like essentially 70 property placements is probably just about when people start to go, you know what? I think this is a gorgeous place. Jessica's, I really like this. I remember putting this one out there. Yeah, it's very cool. But it's not at the top of the page. So are people really gonna be going up here? Remember, I've got, at least on our group, I've got posting to the wall turned off. Now, don't get upset, okay? Because if I didn't do that, there would be junk posts all down your feed, pushing you even further down the feed. So $5 a month or $50 for the year, become a member, and you'll get on this site and all of our new ones and our web directory where we do Google Ads, and we're driving traffic. We're running an organized billboard, if you will. So before you go posting out the 10 groups and then going out to enjoy your weekend or your day and say, look, I'm a marketer, I'm moving these properties, and you're wondering why you're getting wasted time. Hey, I like your place, how much is it? And it's someone who can't afford $500K, but they just want to talk to you about it. Like, you want to be in places where people are really sort of, if you pay a little bit, then the sellers are going to be like, wow, these people are a little more serious, and they're going to be, the presentation of our properties on our group is so much better than some of the other groups where there's not even a location or a zip. And one member, I can't remember her name, I want to say Florence. I'm sorry if I got your name wrong. She said, Chad, that's a really important thing, is to make sure that they don't just put the zip. And so I'll talk to Obi and say, hey, make sure to put the location. But I think that he's got it here somewhere, at least in the property name. It doesn't. So I'll talk to him and I'll make sure that when we moderate these properties that it's real easy to see, where they're located. Like this one, Poway, California, right there in the title. That's helpful. And then here's the actual zip. So you can go look at it on Google Maps. Looks good. All right, so I gave a shout out to the featured members. Let's go back. Okay, we were out on the web and we're searching for After Effects alternatives, but I like this web page. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep this link, and I'm just gonna put it here for notes. And here's an InDesign alternative, which is for print layouts, called Scribus. We're not needing that today. I'd probably use Inkscape, but for like multi-page, multi-PDF, let's say you're making an ebook or even a big training manual, this would probably be a good alternate to Adobe InDesign, would be Scribus. And notice I don't use the word Adobe on any of this stuff because they don't want to violate copyright. Here's a Premiere Pro alternative, DaVinci Resolve. I'm gonna probably download this because you can see it's got the timeline, it can do stuff. It was gonna be either this one or, I guess this is a Lightroom alternative. Lightroom is a Photoshop kind of software, but it's more for like making lighting look really good. A little bit like how Instagram does stuff. My screen door is creaking. Let me close that. Give me 1 second. So yet another thing to put on the list to fix, right? I mean, every home needs maintenance. So one of these days, when the patching's done in the studio and the screen door is fixed and so it's not creaking, I'll have 2 less things to talk about, and it'll keep me more on the other tips. So back on this. So I think we're going to be looking at downloading DaVinci Resolve. Now, at any moment, it could be like, hey, this is freemium software, meaning it does a little bit of stuff, but to get a good thing going, it's a pay. And you know what? There's a lot of ads on this page here. So they might even be partnered with these guys. I don't know anything about this software. But the whole point of this video is that I'm going to put out raw, unproduced stuff. It'll be out there. It'll get all of 1 view, maybe more. And then one of these days I'll come back and I'll clip the stuff down where I think, hey, that's valuable content. And I'll put it up, or I'll scissor them together and be like, how to make an ad, how to do a Facebook thing, how to edit a video. And then there you go. So here's something called Blender. So Adobe has After Effects, which is used in production movies even. You can do some really cool effects, animation, things like that. You doing okay, boy? Come here. Want some attention? So yeah, remember guys, I got my dog rescue here, and I love this dog. His name's Rocky. Now I gotta be honest, we call him Barky Boy, because when he hears like the folks outside in the yard, in the street, he likes to bark. But if he's hanging out with you, he's a quiet, sweet little boy. And he's like very like ragdollish. Like some dogs are stiff when you hug him. He's just a ragdoll. He's a softie. Get down the way. And then here we got Nano. Come here, Nano. Come here. Oh, sorry. This is Nano. He's the brother, but he's tiny and he's a little more skittish. But he's also a sweetie pie. He gets all excited and runs around and does his 360. So for the right folks, if you like me and I get to know you and you've got a yard and a nice home in the US and you decide you want to adopt some dogs that had a really, really tough start out in life, I'm talking about Baja, Mexico start out. I'm talking like no food, parvo. Almost all the dogs on our property, we've had them hooked up to IVs and saved each one of their lives. If you want to talk to me about parvo and how to fix a dog who has parvo, I could talk to you for hours. And in fact, just bring your dog to me and I'll work with the vets and we'll save that dog. We've saved, I don't want to talk about it too much, but I'd say all but 1 dog, and it wasn't in our care, has been saved. So that's why, from the parvo. So that's why whenever they're one of the dogs that we rescue, we have certain vets we work with. We don't take a risk with just any vet. I guess that parvo has, I don't know why I'm talking about parvo, but I'm just saying we've saved a lot of dogs here and we're going to continue to do it. So it's time for us to rehome some of these dogs. And now I'm going to get emotional if I talk about it too much because it is challenging to get them over there. Malnutrition and, no care and every itchy little flea that you could imagine, worms and parvo, because it's just a common thing out there. We've saved them. So that's who I am. I'm someone who loves animals. I've got a little rescue, and I've actually got a website called worthwhilecauses.org. If you go to worthwhilecauses.org, you'll see a lot of other things that we've done too. Shoes for people, where Obi Junko, who's doing his ad, he's a major donor every year. We've to date we've given away 500 new pairs of shoes. Now that some companies in the U.S. that do shoes, they give away thousands of pairs of shoes. But around Christmas time, we go and we buy shoes new at the border. We bring them into Baja, and we literally give them out to folks. One gentleman, we gave him shoes. He had resold his own shoes 6 times, and I gave him a pair of nice skateboarder-looking shoes. And you just don't get me started. It's an emotional thing, but you got to give a little bit back when you're in business. So that's my plug there. So okay, back to what we're focused on here. I love being all over the board. After Effects alternative, Blender. So I find Blender a little bit interesting. It's gonna probably do effects. Looks like this car was laid in on a different background. I don't know. And that's that, guys. So Now you realize that I like to talk, but let's see if I can get down to some clicking. So first we're going to test out Premiere Pro Alternative DaVinci Resolve. I'm going to go to that link and hope that it's a thing. Okay, looking good. It's got a download, cut, edit, fusion. I'm just looking for anything that's like paid for premium. The cut page. This definitely looks, I hope this is open source. On a page like where it has like ink space, I get the feeling that maybe this is free. I don't want to waste my time with freemium stuff where they just, hey, you want to do that? You got to pay. No offense, but edit keyboard, yeah, here we go. So innovative tools for editing, including the revolutionary new cut page, visual effects, free, download now. There's the Resolve Studio, everything in free, multi-user collaboration, 3D tools, HDR grading. Hey boys. Film grain, blur, and mist effects, okay. There's another public beta for free. So we don't want to do all this work with this tool and then not be able to export to MPEG-4 or something. That would just be silly. But I'm going to give it a try. So let's go download now for Windows. They don't have like a Facebook Connect, so that's kind of old school. I'm going to go ahead and tell us how you use this Blackmagic product for video editing. DaVinci Resolve. Let's register and download. Oh, they want my email. So I like, because I have a catch-all email, it's another tip. I like to put their domain name at my email. So now you guys have my email. I'm chad@chadcollins.com. Go ahead and spam me. I get thousands and thousands of spam. And thanks to Gmail, it limits it. Hey boy, what are you chewing? Don't chew that wood. Are you chewing my table? One sec, my dog is chewing my table. Hey, give me that. Are you eating my plant? Don't eat the plant. Might have to hurry this up, and I think it's almost lunchtime for these guys. It is only 10 o'clock. They're just always hungry. So we feed them all the time. All right, they want my phone number. I guess they want to call me. Well, I'm not going to give that out on this live video, so they can call me at 123-123-1234, right? Or 1233. You guys can give me a call there too. So register and download. So here's the zip. We get the file. Oh my goodness, it's 1.5 gigabytes. Who knows what's in there? That's a monster. But being a video editing software, I can imagine that they've gotten all kinds of open source codecs and other software, and they've bundled it all together and they put an interface on it, and let's talk technical, and it's got an IDE for integrated development engine, and oh my gosh, a timeline for animation, keyframe editing. Do I sound cool? I don't know. I think I'm just kind of filling the air while we wait for this to download, which it says 3 minutes left. So what are we gonna do for 3 minutes? Maybe let's go over and take a look at Blender. So Blender is an After Effects. So the one we just got was Adobe Premiere. Adobe bought Premiere. Adobe's been buying software and small software companies for years. So they had Premiere, and Premiere was really popular and easy enough. Then they somehow acquired After Effects. I don't know the exact story, but then they have kind of two software competing that do video editing and effects. So Premiere has gotten, get out of this plant. Premiere has gotten even more advanced and more difficult to use. And then Adobe's got this media encoder that works between the two. And I'm getting off point. And then Adobe After Effects, you can do cool effects, but it also has a timeline. And it's also very complex. What's the point there? That they've got sort of two alternatives here too. So the one where they're downloading right now that says still 3 minutes left, but it's half downloaded, is DaVinci Resolve. And that's probably the one we're going to start with and see if we can't get OB Jungle Real Estate's video into there, and then do our overlay banner that says this is a sponsored preferred member. Then we'll recompile it to MP4. Then we'll upload it to the Facebook group, and then we will say hooray, we did it. I keep looking at my hands because I was working on the cages outside for the dogs, and they kind of got I got like, I don't know. I don't want to have like black hands on the video, but it's a little TMI. Be sure to cut this out. Where are we at in this cut in the frame rate? Oh yeah, cut it at Take a look. Do an edit at 53 minutes to 55 minutes, just chop. Thanks. All right, we're still checking our download. I'm streaming something I like called Solar Fields. So I also pulled this off of YouTube and I stream it in the background, and inside of my OBS, which is Open Broadcast Software, I've added the desktop audio and figured out the right volume, hopefully, along with my mic off my laptop. And so it's gonna give you sort of that background audio rather than just this raw, I put you to sleep with my voice kind of thing. So I'm playing this in the background. It's a multi-hour, it's at least an hour and 30 minutes long. And then you can see it's going, but I could probably just reverse it. The same goes for my guy back up here. It looks like it's stopped. So I need to get a longer one for that because I've been talking longer than it's available. So let me just go over here and restart my background effects. And there's my, is it gonna play? Come on. Maybe it wasn't playing at all. There's my fish, digital. And okay, so now you know, I know how to spend some time there. We're down to completed on DaVinci, and I don't know if we'll have time to look at Blender, but I'm interested in Blender, so let's take a quick look. They don't got a link. Given the unique niche After Effects, you're going to want to back up Blender with other tools such as Visual Effects Editor, Fusion. Let's wait on Blender, but I did see it on the web a little bit, so we might be going over to that. And I've got a video encoder. It has a timeline. I forget the name of it right now, but it's on my machine. It's open source. Let's open this. Nothing like 40, 50 minutes of you talking about everything else until you get down to what the video is about. That's how you cross-market yourself in your own videos. Whew, it's kind of warm in here. It's gonna be a warm day for sure. All right, we're expanding this. I love this part of the song. All right, there it is. There's the EXE. I want to make sure that that's come out into a folder. There it is. Then I'm going to run this EXE here. We could run into any kind of issue. I don't know. This being Windows 10, this being that I'm running a camera and I'm running OBS. The software might want to install and be like, hey, you can't do that right now. And if that's what happens, then we'll have to try to use a different software that allows us to do an overlay of our video. Another thing I could consider doing, guys, is I could upload or take one of the YouTube videos and that OB has on his channel, and then you inside of the YouTube web-based editor up there, you can put a watermark, and I could like do like a watermark logo with an invisible background that says preferred member, homes and land for sale, or just preferred member, just so that it's over his video. That way when we put him on there, people aren't confused, like, does this real estate company own this site? So look, here they're gonna do this installer. Let's just go with the defaults. Fairlight Studio Utility, Postgres SQL, it's already installed, lovely. Let's just hope for the best. So far, 5 stars on DaVinci. I like to start everybody off with 5 stars. This is where the Solar Fields movement is, the entire album. It gets really good, it starts to kind of kick in. Let's see how much time is left on it, about 27 minutes, and then I'll just restart it. So in the future, I'll set that to 2 hours. I'll make sure the Solar Field stuff has got another one of their albums behind it. I'll combine all those, probably using the same software. That way when I go live, I can just start focusing not on stopping and clicking my fish, getting them going, and not on getting my music going, right? So here we go, the prepare to install. Just kind of staring at the screen. Let's stare together. There it is. Welcome to the setup. Hold our breath here. I accept the terms. We're gonna stop here and read all the terms. Important, read this before install. No, I think we're just gonna go ahead and say, yep, license agreement. That's the first time I've read one of those. It was a good read. Okay, we're gonna install that. We're gonna install that. When they say that like the future of artificial intelligence is gonna take over all our jobs and do everything, I guess there's still somebody left who's gotta click next on everything. If the AI does that too, thank you. Bring it on. I don't know if anybody out there got that point, but artificial intelligence is supposedly burgeoning on the web. And for folks like me in my industry, 25 years web development, web experience, programming, producing, design, all of that, according to some of the pundits, some of the philosophers of the web, that's in the 5 years from now, there won't be any folks doing the work that I do now. It'll all be a software. But someone will still need to tell the software to go next, or yes, I like that, no, I like that. So us human beings, we're good at knowing what we like, and that I like to say that we are want engines. We know what we want things. I'm sure that they'll build software that wants things too. It's this AI software world that's going on. And again, I'm deep on the other side of technology. So if I ever lose you on the online marketing side where I'm talking to tech, forgive me, but it is another side of being in the business this many years and knowing about, I don't know, at least 10 programming languages. Okay, let's finish this. It was installed. Okay, it's called Resolve by Blackmagic Software. Here's their link, their shortcut. No panels found. I love it when something starts off like that, like that's awesome. Come on, guys. That's the panels. That's the app. Check that your DaVinci Resolve panel is connected via USB. I have no idea what that is. So let's try to look for DaVinci again. They got a Resolve project server. This stuff all looks good, but where is their IDE? There's Resolve right there. Come on. Come on, Resolve, you can do this. You're live. Everybody's checking you out. So what's new? Welcome tour. Let's get the welcome tour. Looks good. Loving it. Okay, what's that? That's the hamburger menu. You do stuff there. You got media there. What's next? You got a timeline. You can drag stuff from there to there. Looks good. Fusion. I think that's like some sort of way that you can scissor things together or do overlays. We're going to want to do fusions. Those are layers. We're going to want to do that when we bring in our preferred member graphic or ad sponsor over OB's video. OB Jungle Real Estate's video. Looks good. Color. You can do color adjustments and tonals. That's great. Brighten up stuff. Do some effects there. Wow, you can even mess with audio too. That's awesome. Okay, let's move right along. And then deliver, they have check, I guess. Checking some of the compilations. It's on the layer timeline. You hit export, and then you deliver it. Great, you're almost there. Quick setup. Before jumping in, let's make sure you're all set up. Uh-oh. Come on. Okay, looks good. Okay, we want 10. Yeah, we want HD. Let's go with that. We're gonna put it in our videos folder. Okay, fine. Everybody wants to go there. Look at that. Select your keyboard layout. We'll stick with theirs. That's nice. Wow, look at that. Like if I was a Premiere Pro expert, which I'm not, and I do all the shortcuts, apparently they'll start you off with that keyboard layout. Let's go with Resolve. You might be a Resolve fan. Come on, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Yeah. So far, so good. 5 stars still. Okay, something's loading up. In true form, I'm copying or borrowing from my mentor, Chase Rayner, the authority hacker and SEO expert. who has on Facebook the group White Hat SEO is dead, and he goes live and just does stuff. So that, and he's like, oh, I need this, I need that, I'm trying to do this, let's try that, and that didn't work, let's try that, and he does not go back to the cut room, he just puts his video up live, and that is why he's my mentor, and that's why I've gone live myself. And that's why I'm sitting here watching myself, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong screen. That's why I'm sitting here watching myself go live and do these things. I mean, I can do all this on my own, but I'm sharing with you so you get to know me and what I'm about. Because nowadays you can get all the information on the web you want about any subject. You know, your family member, you can say, you're now the expert of X. Let's go find it on Google. Now do that. Now you feel like you're an expert. But it's not until you hear an expert or see them using the same tools or agreeing that that web page is correct or just doing the work, it sort of gives you that, it imbibes you with, hey, you know what? If Chad does it, if Chase does it, then I'm gonna do it too. They're right. They affirm what I'm saying. And then apples for apples. When you can buy one marketing ad team over here, but you never talk to a human being, or you can go live and with me and go live and chat with me live, you might feel like, hey, I actually know this guy Chad a little bit, and I appreciate his opinion, and so my business goes his way, or I'm gonna tell people about him. So go ahead and click that subscribe button on YouTube, and I'll be forever indebted, because I mean, I've got all of 7 subscribers. So let's go public networks. Let's just go ahead and let everybody who has access to this PC use this. Okay, we're still waiting for it to launch. Get some of these windows out of the way. While that's doing whatever it's doing, I'm gonna check my Facebook, because who doesn't nowadays, right? Hey guys, I'm live now. Thanks, Dennis. We got a like on one of the properties. Someone's laughing at me. Should I block them? Look at me, I care. Let's go see who laughed at us. Hey guys and gals, I'm going live. Let's take a look who this is. Michael Condon. Okay, let's see if he's got any properties in here. Joined 7 months ago. He's got no properties. I have to assume that he meant to build a happy face on there. Let me see if he's joined the live feed. Hey Dennis, I see you over there. Hey Dennis, I hope you have some properties for sale, because you win the preferred member award over at Homes and Land for Sale. If you have a property to feature, I'll put it on there for 30 days. So anyways, let me just send Michael a message. Hey Michael, thanks for liking my go live message. Live now. Check. Also, if you have properties to list, join the preferred members program, and I'll be sure to get some eyes on your property. If you're a buyer, you are a buyer, let me know where to go. Okay. Yeah, send them a message. Good times. So back over here, the whole point of this video is to figure out how we can put a video on our cover at the top of our group. So here's the DaVinci timeline. First time looking at it, guys. This is gonna be sketchy. Let's see what time it is as far as our go live feed goes. 1 hour, 8 minutes. Holy moly. Well, I gotta feed the dogs pretty soon, but let's go ahead and just, oh hey, cool, thank you. Dennis, you checking me out, huh? So good to see you, man. Hey, if you got any questions about the software I'm using, Dennis, since you're here, you can see that I installed OBS software. If you've got Windows 8 or 10, you'll need to do a little setting that I can show you or give you a link where you can stream. Pretty soon I'm gonna get software that will stream that goes with OBS for free, and it'll go to Facebook and to YouTube channel, and I've learned how you can basically use OBS, click live stream, and it starts the stream on your computer, which is going to help with bandwidth and all that. And then you go to YouTube and it gives you a key. Good to see you. It gives you that key, and you pop it in OBS and you hit stream, and then there's a button that says go live when you're ready to go live. So it sounds like my dogs are getting a little wild here. So I might have to figure out the mute button for a minute, but let's try one sec. I guess I would do that in OBS. But we want to get a video now of OB Jungle. So easiest thing to do would be to go to YouTube, type in real estate, Jungle Real Estate. Now I like this, meet the best real estate agent, OB Jungle from Jungle Real Estate. So that video, I don't know if it's gonna be the right format. It's only a minute long, but let's see a couple things. Like, how would I get this video? And let's watch it briefly. See, like down here on the left, if I put an overlay that says preferred member, it might cut into that. So let's see if we keep the over here on the right open or upper left. Looking good. The video is great. It's got all his stuff in there. Okay, so what are we gonna do? I think he comes on and he talks here. Let me have a little coffee while we watch this. Yeah, I really like let's see if we can get the audio on.
I work really from that. I want them, when someone hires me, I want them to profit from that. I want them to be better off because they met me. I work really hard to get people into great neighborhoods, their kids into great schools, and I want people to be in a better financial position because they met me. This year, my team was fortunate enough to be featured in newspapers and magazines and websites for the service that we provide. What I'm most proud about is the reviews that we get. When somebody tells me that I was more careful with their money than they were, or that we helped them get more of a house than they expected, or just that we did a fantastic job for them, those are the things that we truly measure success by. So call your team here at Jungle Real Estate and let us go to work for you.
I love that video because it just sends the right message. He really does care. You know, I've known OB a long time, and he's just a caring guy and got a good heart. He's also a smart businessman. He's grown his brokerage firm over the past 15 years in real estate. He used to have a nice magazine, and then he moved on to helping folks get in, sell their homes and also get into homes. And he does a lot of marketing, and I love working with him. So let me say that the audio didn't come across real clear while we're running all the stuff we're running in my feed. But, and I probably have this on my computer somewhere, but let's make sure that we're in high definition mode, because I'm gonna basically pull this down with 4K downloader. So let me get the 4K downloader. There it is right there. Just setting up a couple things. Come on, boys, be nice. So yeah, he's got the meet the real estate agent in North. Okay, so I do have this video already right here. So let me get that loaded into the timeline. I think you just drag it in over here. The clips have a different frame rate than the current projects. Okay, change it. Come on, boys. We're almost done. No fighting, okay? That's my dog. All right, so here we've got, okay, so there's the video coming in. Project, untitled project. Yes, okay. So then you drag it onto the timeline, I would imagine. That's what they said we do. Okay, so there's the video. And then, if we wanted to do another overlay, like I said, one of these is the timeline and one of them is the canvas. So I'm gonna think that get another, okay, I'm gonna bring up paint.net, which I like a lot for editing. And you basically can do PNG background. So I'm gonna go new file, and I'm just gonna guess this. I'm gonna say, hopefully, because the cover photos, and this is where we have to rework stuff. But I'm gonna say that, gosh, I guess 30 pixels tall might be a little bit too big. But then wide, oh, that's 30 pixels tall. And then wide, I'll say 90 wide. Looks a little small. Let's go image, canvas size. Okay, it looks like we're gonna have a little bit of noise detection here. Okay, one sec. Boys, come here. Come on, we gotta get this done. Rocky, stop. We love barking. Hey guys, stop barking. It's just no egg. 3-0. Might have to take a break here and put some of the dogs back out of the yard. Okay, so that looks about the right size. And then I'm just actually gonna go. Hold on, let me put one of my pups away. Come on, puppies. Come on, guys. Go in here, okay? All right, so far so good with the, let me get the camera back up. So far so good with Resolve from DaVinci. It's free, it's open source, it's been easy to drag the video in. Now I'm gonna bring in another asset. So we go over to Facebook and I go to like Homes and Land and I wanna do like preferred member. I wanna look for a preferred member post. Let's go see Homes and Land for sale, or comments. Okay, like that gray box right there, I'm just gonna take that whole thing and I'm gonna use this snipping tool. I'm gonna say new, maybe I'll just take that, put that like that, almost, let's try that again. Maybe I'll just take that, like almost again, I got like a little bit of a white clip. I don't want white edges on it. I just want a little square. Let's try this again. And this is where Adobe products do win out. They have a little more precision. But all in all, it's gonna be white edge too. Let's try again. Just once. I can't get it. I gotta get the square edge. Let's try that right there. He is the preferred member, welcome. Okay, so I'll work with that. So now I'm gonna save this to my desktop. I'm gonna call this preferred member. And then, now that I've got that asset, I'm gonna drag it in from my desktop, which with a little more planning, this could go a lot smoother. Where is it? You can see I've got that down documents. Where did that even go? I don't think I saved it properly. Good old Michael. Oh, now I can tell I'm getting all over the road here. So there it is. Didn't I just save that? Let's try again. Okay, that's what we gotta do. Oh, I saved it directly out of the screenshot software. So we go File, Save As. I'll put it in my documents, Kimboda Marketing, save it as a PNG, and I'll call it Preferred Member. So then we go here, and then we're gonna go over to, so I've got that in Documents, back over here, and then we want to add this. This has been added to the timeline. So back over in Documents, we have Kimboda Marketing, should be a preferred member. There it is. I'm gonna drag it there. There it is. It came in. Now I'm gonna drag it to my timeline and hope that it puts it on a new layer. And it does look like it's there. So that's that on a big white canvas. This is kind of where I gotta figure out how we scrub this, because it looks like it's not continuous across. But so far, I mean, you can tell this is gonna do the job. And if I stretch this, it probably stretches the... Okay, so that's the full graphic. It is doing the overlay. And when I do the scrub, there you go, look at that. But it's resizing it, so I'm not a big fan of that. Really just, for one, I don't know what I'm doing. This is what, we don't want that sitting up there. We want to be able to move this. Okay, there's video 3. I guess they're calling this a video. Let's talk, that's a lockable clip. Source, offline. Stop button, stop button. We scrub the video. Okay, that's good. Look at that. And then that disappears. And that's probably okay if only it sticks around. Let's see if I stretch this out. If this is going to continue. Looks like it's shifting a little bit. I'm going to delete it. And I'm going to bring it back in. And I'm going to put it right here. Maybe right click. Say generate optimized media, I don't know. One of these is time and one of these is scale. So like if we there's that. I guess if I just go all the way out. Well, it moves a little bit, but you know what? This will be a good first trial run. And then, in order to scrub this, I can go all the way to the length of the video. And then all we gotta figure out next, right there, is how to move this thing. Like move it on the canvas, right? Because like, we're so close, but like it's sitting right over the top of the video. So let's see if there's a view, like a canvas. I'm on the preferred member timeline, and I scoot it up. Oh goodness. You're locked. What is that? Yeah, okay, I selected it. And it's so big looking. Okay, I selected it. Yeah, buddies. Okay, now this looks a little too big for the video. Right? So we scrub the video, it's going across. So what I did is I selected this little button here, which selected it across the entire timeline. Then I'm going to scale it down. Fortunately, it's not scaling without me stretching it. I'm going to fix it manually. Let's hope it doesn't do this in frame by frame. I want it to be much tinier. Okay. So we'll scrub the video and just pray that this is going our way. Good. Pick it again. Use my, oh, that's just the scrub. If I can move it like that. Okay, looks good. All right, I'm happy with that. Okay. Let's save this thing out. First, we're going to save the project. We're going to say Junko Real Estate cover photo. So this might not go great. Like the video might be the wrong size. Facebook will say it needs to be a certain dimension on the canvas, and then we'll have to go back to the drawing board. But this has been a good investigation into something called DaVinci Resolve, which is open source. Let me bring the camera back. DaVinci Resolve is open source and it's free. And if you've got any video editing skills or you watch what I did here, I just basically dragged a video clip into the master area over there and I dragged a graphic over there. And then I use this little picker that allowed me to select the object and I can scoot it up. And now I'm gonna re-output his video so that we can run it up to the cover photo on Homes and Land for Sale because he's buying that promo spot up there for $60 a month. So let me go and, so I saved the project. And then now we're gonna output this thing. So we go File, we want to do maybe a quick export metadata. Let's just hope quick export does something for us. It's gonna do H2, oh, we can do it straight to YouTube. That's a beauty, right? Because then you might do some video encoding going around back to YouTube, download from YouTube, put it on Facebook. Maybe they got a Facebook plugin and I could get it up to Facebook pretty easy. But I'm gonna try out this, let me see if the cover photo for, can I upload H.264 to my cover photo on Facebook? What video formats can I upload to Facebook? I've not seen the H2, come on. Didn't see it. So we need to be able to MP4. I'll just do a quick format and see what it does. And then if not, we'll try to output it into another form that's supported. This is the quick export anyways. Let's just give it a go. All right, export, documents, Kimbodo. We'll call it timeline 1. All right, sure. File name, JRE, cover. And then they save as type. Looks like it's already gonna do it for us, and we hit save. If we're super lucky that all of this went so easy, then I'm gonna give myself some applause. It even looks like my music stopped, so let me go put that back on. Yep, it did. Getting exciting here. It's doing something. Let me bring my video back so you can see my face. It's doing something. Waiting. Okay. So it says it's done. Let me pause the audio for a minute and see how our audio came out. And then we'll go over to documents and Kimbodo marketing. And then right here, we should have, if I arrange by date, we should have had a video here called JRE, there it is. And it's a .mov file that is supported.
And I want people to be in a better financial position because they met goals. And I want people to be in a better financial
Well, that's not good. It started right here.
This year, my team was fortunate enough to be featured in newspapers and magazines and websites for the service that we provide.
So for some reason, the video started probably where I had my cursor.
When somebody tells me that I was more careful with their money than they were, or that we helped them
like
get
the
more of a
video
house than they expected, or just that we did a fantastic job for them, those are the things that we truly measure.
Maybe the video lost its
So call your team here at Junko
starting
Real Estate
point.
and let us go to work for you.
I'm not sure why that is. This better not be a limitation to the software, because after all this, but I did say meet the best real estate agent. I brought that in. That's on timeline 1. Okay, I'm gonna remove it. So we're almost there. I mean, that, oh crud. Okay, so here we have the full video. There we go. All right, I think, come on, stop. Don't autoplay. And then when I bring that in to the timeline, now we've got the intro, that's good. Now we're gonna bring in this thing to the timeline. The Kimbodo overlay did not show up. So we got audio, there we go. We're waiting. I think my computer's having a hard time. Video 2. Add the timeline. Insert selected clips to timeline. There it is. Okay, good. Let's shift that back. Okay, then this guy, it does not appear to be above the video. We had it going so good. Let's delete selected. Let's go up here and let's try to bring it in on top again. There. Okay, boom. Now, wait, why is it not showing? Okay, it is showing. All right, beautiful. So now we just drag this thing's time scale all the way across to the end of the video. This is going to work out great. Then we have that selected by clicking this, and then I guess I'm gonna manually scale it. Okay, without pressing any buttons, it automatically scales proportionately. So that's good. I'm gonna move it up to the corner. Man, I really like this software. It's a lot easier to use, I'll tell you that. And we'll just put that right. Come on. Come on, easy to use. All right, we'll do a quick scrub. It might be a little bit larger than we need it to be. We'll have to see in this export now. So I'm going to save the project, and I'm going to go File, Quick Export, and then H.264, and then we'll call it the same file as we did before, which was JRE. We'll call it number 2. And it's going to do its export. And I think that the graphic that we overlaid, the Kimbodo preferred member, I think that that's maybe a tad too large. But now that we have the MOV file, we can play it as long as the audio is good. As long as the audio is good, and the graphic is the right size, the Kimbodo preferred member, then we'll go over to Facebook. We'll do a test in one of our advertising groups where we test out our ads before we put them live, and we'll upload it to the cover photo and see how it sets. So if it doesn't look perfect, I may make some changes to the canvas and re-export it, or I might end the video and just say, hey, you'll end up seeing the ad up. We did some more work on it, but you got the gist that we've got open source software, paint.net for image graphic manipulation. It's free and open source. Inkscape, it's for vectors, doing lightweight stuff. It's the other side of graphic manipulation. And then we're using Resolve from, what's the name of their stuff? DaVinci Resolve to do video editing. So that's the full gamut you need for media editing. It says that it's done. Let's go over here to our downloads and JRE2.
Junko Real Estate is a boutique office in the heart of Carlsbad Village. We specialize in selling homes in North San Diego County, a place I've been lucky enough to live.
The graphic is a little bit larger than I like, and it might even get cut off. So let's go see if we've got the right size. But everything looks really nice.
Really views that we get, that we truly measure success by.
So let's just do a test run. We're gonna go back over to Facebook. We'll check in on anybody live streaming. Good stuff. I have to go for now. Okay, bye. Bye for now. So polite. Some people just log off. So if I go real estate, marketing, I got the advertising group, real estate, advertisements group. When you are a preferred member with us, we do a lot of the pre-builds out in this group, which is it's a public group, but basically, you know, go ahead and post there. But I mean, it's not meant to be anything other. So like, we're gonna change this cover. We're gonna upload, and I sure hope that we can put a video because I thought we could. So if we can't, then the ultimate gotcha is on me. Let's go to Kimbodo.net and look for the JRE. It's not showing it. Huh. Yeah, I was a little bit concerned about that. I have seen a video up in people's cover photo, but maybe I was mistaken. If I go JRE move file, it's probably going to give me an error. but I just basically did all files and I selected upload. I'm thinking maybe if I upload it to the group, I can then change the cover photo and say, use this video, but let's find out. I selected all files. We've got to go finish editing that. Okay, so we're 20% of the way. I'm pretty sure at the end of this, it's going to say file format not supported. Like I said, I'll upload it to the group and then try to attach it as the header there. And if it doesn't work out, then we'll just make them the traditional banner, and it'll be a lesson learned on using the DaVinci Resolve video editing software. And this has been quite a good learning experience. Everything's gone smooth. We're about 50% of the way there. I'm gonna put the music back on while we kind of wait. Where is my music? Yeah, low confidence that that's going to take just that easy, because Facebook did not have like a reference to the file. I had to click all files. So let's put some dramatic music in the background. Bring the camera back. We've been streaming live here for about an hour and a half, maybe. One of my longer videos. All the equipment has been going great. Again, you could do this with your laptop. I've had a chance to promote some of the things I care about, like my dog rescue, my online marketing company, some of the people on the team, and our preferred member program that gets you a lot of access to a lot of endpoints where you're selling your property. That's me talking tech. A lot of destinations where you can put your properties. So let's see if we get lucky here in the last bit here. You can kind of see the format of the header. It doesn't match the video, so I think that there's going to be some cutoff even if it works. So this has just been a good trial run, and I'm just waiting for the message to say, sorry, format not supported. I could have done a little more investigation to see if video, I thought I looked and saw that you could do cover photos and videos. So almost done. Your photos should be less than 4 megabytes and saved in those formats. So let me see how to make your, what is that, cover photo a video. How to set up a creative Facebook cover video. Why using Facebook cover video when it's Okay, uploading your video to Facebook cover image is simple as uploading it over. Hover your mouse over the cover image and you'll see your camera pop up. If you have access to the cover video, gosh, everything's an ad. Choose from videos. Well, let's double check that, because can I do that on mine? It says select from. Probably something I'm missing. I mean, that was simple, right? So change cover photo. Upload from my photos. Either they took it away or choose a video format. A Facebook cover video must be a minimum of 820 by 312. The video length must be between 20 and 90 seconds. You'll need to shorten it before uploading to Facebook. Okay, there's some stuff that we learned. Trying to using a fitting format doesn't work. Facebook won't let you upload it. Okay, what video formats can I upload? Let's go back to real estate advertisements group, which is a small group just for building ads. I'm going to actually upload video. I guess I can do that by doing start discussion and photo video and do the JRE. It does accept it there. So let's let it upload to the system. But yeah, you saw some size recommendations on the canvas and also the length requirement and file format requirement. So we might not be meeting all those, but you can do a .mov file. It's definitely going up to this group for a test. For that, and I'm just guesstimating that if it gets up into their platform, maybe they'll let us then select it. I'm gonna double check. I'm a member of the Facebook admin group. There's tons of them on Facebook, but can I make my cover photo a video? I think we were just on this page. This one looks a little bit older. 2017, 2018, so it's not too long ago. Video specs, length 20 to 60, size 820 by 312. All right. On mobile, recommended using Cap Wings Resizer to make your video the right size. It's a free online design tool. All right, might try that next. Get that going while we're trying other stuff. So documents, Emoto, JRE2. There it is.
Jungle Real Estate is a boutique office in the heart of Carlsbad Village. We specialize in selling homes in North San Diego County, a place I've been lucky enough to live for over 30 years.
Happy with that for now.
Negotiating the best terms and price, and anticipating problems and resolving them. So the client I work really hard to get people in great neighborhoods, their kids into great schools.
I don't want to mute it
people to be in a better financial position because they met me. This year, my team was fortunate enough to be featured in newspapers and magazines and websites for the service that we provide. What I'm most proud about is the reviews that we get. When somebody tells me that I was more careful with their money than they were, or that we helped them get more of a house than they expected, or just that we did a fantastic job for them, those are things that we truly measure.
Live at 1 hour 42
So call your team here at Jungle Real Estate and let us go to work for you.
Then over here on the real estate advertisers group, one of these. Okay, there's the
Jungle Real Estate clients. We sell $1 million properties and starter homes. We are very proud to be able to work with a lot of local military families too. Service to our clients is working smart, negotiating the best terms and price, and anticipating problems and resolving them so the client doesn't even know that they happen, and using the contract and service providers to protect our clients throughout the entire process. When someone hires me, I want them to profit from that. I want them to be better off because they met me. I work really hard to get people into great neighborhoods, their kids into great schools, and I want people to be in a better financial position because they met me. This year, my team was fortunate enough to be featured in newspapers and magazines and websites for the service that we provide. What I'm most proud about is the reviews that we get. When somebody tells me that I was more careful with their money than they were, or that we helped them get more of a house than they expected, or just that we did a fantastic job for them, those are the things that we truly measure success by. So call your team here at Jungle Real Estate and let us go to work for you.
I like that. I really like that. Okay. So we're at 90%. I guess it's gonna replay. We could probably pause it. It's still uploading. And then I guess you can trim the video. It's supposed to only be 90 seconds long. So that might be kind of a gotcha. Okay, it's done. If I click create, your content is being processed. That's pretty. Let's see what happened over on Facebook while we were doing that. Looks like so many windows, so little time. South Carolina group. Takes a little while for the members to refresh in. even when you get the notification. Where did I upload that video? Here it is. Okay, so that should have been ready at some point by now. Facebook will tell us. It's telling us? Okay, there it is. So how do I change my cover, choose from my photos? They may not allow video headers anymore. I'm gonna choose from my photos. Yeah, I'm just not seeing it. Maybe you can't do it in groups? Go back to my wall. Update cover photo.
Jungle Real Estate is a boutique office in the heart of Carlsbad Village. We specialize in selling homes in North San Diego County, a place I've been lucky enough to live for over 30 years. We work with a wide range of clients. We sell $1 million properties and starter homes. We are very proud to be able to work with.
Here, removing the watermark because I signed in. Pretty sneaky, I like it. I just don't know if they support it anymore. Cover, photo, video, Facebook. Right off the bat, you're going to need a video. Tips and tricks. Adding the video to your Facebook page. Go to your Facebook page to a Facebook Business Manager. Click on the change cover option in the top left of your Facebook. Select the upload video. Image option. Select your Facebook cover video from your file. So you got to do this from the business page. Is that a fact? Okay, so real estate. Advertisement.
Jungle Real Estate is a boutique office in the heart of Carlsbad Village. We specialize in selling homes in North San Diego County, a place I've been lucky enough to live for.
Download that. You got the final. Thanks for doing that, guys. Then over here, Real Estate Advertisements Group. It has this is my group. This is my page. So here. Can I change the video? Yeah, choose from videos. Okay. So you can do it on the business page, but not on groups. Choose from videos. Well, that gets us something. Let's try. So I'm going to upload my videos. Huh, okay. Lesson learned. So add a video. Go to downloads. Get that final clip here. Grab my video next, add a title for real estate. Next. Okay. 3 minutes long, so I guess they want it longer. I guess that was longer than 90 seconds. That used to be the limit. Now they want longer video. Just click publish. My hope is that once we get this on the video header of the business page, that we could then get it into the group, but I just doesn't seem that groups are yet supporting it, or personal walls, just business pages. So while that's going up, video is ready to watch. I don't know if that's the old video that we already uploaded. Do a change cover, choose from videos. Videos will be 20 to 90 seconds, at least 820 recommended size, please upload every video. So yeah, I guess 90 seconds, it's a little bit longer for our videos. It's a minute 18, so that's 90 seconds. It should be enough, 60 seconds. I got that right? Why would that not qualify? Maybe the size?
Junko Real Estate is a boutique office in the heart of Carlsbad Village.
Huh. I'll have to look into that because this video is running a little long here. Feature whenever you can choose a video. I'll feature it, add featured video, that's good. And then go home. Let's go here. Don't know why. Okay, look, choose from videos. There it is. Confirm. Beautiful. All right, at least we got it on the business page. Woo! Doesn't look bad. Now, if we could have got that on the group page, that would have been amazing. And I'm not going to give up yet. Let's go over to Homes and Land. We were able to get a really nice quality feed up, tag our preferred member tag over it, and we'll be able to put that on the business pages, link to the Homes and Land for sale. We'll probably make a business page for that, and then put that at the header there. But I still want to try to go over to Homes and Land. Come on. Homes and Land for sale. Yeah, I'm just gonna think that they just don't allow it. Just don't allow. Some photos. Okay, so for Junko Real Estate, we're gonna end up. The net is we'll put them on our business page that's linked, that video, and then we'll also present it here in graphic form. And if we figure out how to do video or when they release the ability to do video in groups, that's what we learned today, that groups, and I guess personal Facebook pages cannot yet do video as business pages. So that's a tip from everyone. So we're gonna start to wrap this up and just say, hey, we covered a lot today. The primary goal was to see if we could edit a video and put it in a header in a group on the cover photo. I think the answer is no right now, but we can put it in the top of a business page. So that was good. We looked at the DaVinci Resolve video editor and a few others that are alternates to your choices of the paid Adobe software. You can now use open source and get the job done. It's been amazing. I've been up an hour 53 on this. So I'm going to go ahead and close my stream using OBS software. And I want to thank you guys very, very much for coming by. Just remember, I'm new to this. Any comments you have, let me know. I hope that you like it. If you watch my 2-hour video, that's amazing. Thank you. Please subscribe on my YouTube down in the corner there. When I get to 100 subscribes, I can make my own custom channel and like my pages on Facebook. I appreciate you very much. See you online.